His shoes are gone, his scent remains like heat that lingers after flames. The sheets forgot, but my mirror knows where he touched me without clothes. He used to hum while I get dressed. Now the room just holds a rest. His name's not carved, his face ain't framed, but the glass still fogs up the same. One handprint left on the steamy pane, a ghost in streaks of sweet champagne. He's gone from keys, from code, from bed, but not the place he kissed my head. Is nearly dry, but I wear red when I lie. He ain't the kind who says goodbye, just leaves a breath, a heavy sigh. My makeup case still leans his way, like waiting for him to watch me stay. But the brush don't know, the blush don't care. No note, no trace, no man in sight. But when I lean in to fix my light, I see a face that used to be dear, still somehow. watched him leave in tailored gray. No rush, no words, no need to stay. The door swung slow, the light went cold, and silence filled the shape he'd hold. He kissed my cheek, not like before, just soft enough to mean no more. His eyes were full, his hands were sure, but I've seen love walk out like that before. No fight, no lie, no shattered frame, just the quiet exit, no one to blame. He looked like warmth, he spoke like May, but darling, he never said stay. He never said stay, just faded like perfume at the break of day. No promises, no grand display, just his shadow folded into gray. I watched him leave, but I replay that he never said stay. He left his glass half full, no ring, no note, no song, no final sting. The jukebox clicked to something slow, and I stood still, too proud to show. I wore the dress he loved the most, red like a vow, stitched like a ghost. But in the mirror, clear as clay, was the truth. He never said stay. He never said stay. No hand held out, no reason to sway, no curtain call, no final play, just goodbye in a quiet way. I let him leave. What could I say? He just never said stay. Sometimes it's worse when they leave kind, when they don't break, just unbind. No slamming doors, no bitter rain, just walking out like it caused no pain. I won't say that love don't always beg or fray. It just walks softly and slips away, like he did when he never said stay. It's late and you won't stay, but baby, don't go that quiet way. Just one more line before the door. Say it like you meant it once more. I'm not a fool, I see the game. Your lips still sweet, your hands the same, but your eyes drift far when mine hold tight. I see the morning in your good night. Don't give me truth, don't make it rough. I'm soft tonight and that's enough. I ain't asking you to change your path. That this bed don't feel like borrowed night. I'll wear the light like perfume worn thin, just long enough to pull you in. Say the moon still sees us close. Say I'm the one you needed most. Let the light rest warm in your chest. I won't press what you've suppressed. the story, not the proof. I'll keep the echo, not the truth. So close your eyes and play it off. Just this once, lie to me soft. I hung the dress back on the door, but it still whispers like before. The zipper hums a broken tune of nights that ended far too soon. He didn't stay, but he left weight in perfume trails and glasses late. His hands are gone, the heat is not. The fabric knows what time forgot. I wore that dress to feel brand new. Now it just folds around the truth. A little torn where he held tight, a little stain from trying to fight. There's an echo in my dress, a breath he left, a whispered mess. It moves like him when I turn slow. Still lingers where he used to go. Not love, not pain, not quite regret. Just an echo I can't forget. The mirror sees what he once praised, the seams, the hips, the hem he grazed. I trace the curve he used to chase, but all that's left is empty lace. The bar's closed now, the crowd moved on, but this dress hums like he's not gone. I hang it high, I hang it still, but it sways like it remembers still. There's an echo in my dress, a memory folded in silk and stress. Not loud, not sharp, just soft and slow. A song the fabric won't let go. Not love, not grief, not second guess. Just an echo in broke up. I could toss it out, let it fade, but some ghost asks to be repaid. So I wear it when I miss him best. Let him haunt this empty chest. I'll fold it neat and let it rest, but darling, it still fits the mess. He's gone, I know, but nonetheless, there's still an echo in my dress. watch me all night from your chair, like hunger dressed in slick back hair. But sugar watching ain't the same, and wanting don't entitle the flame. You played it cool, you leaned in slow, called me trouble like I didn't know. Your glass was full, your game was tight, but I've seen charm in cheaper light. You said my name like it was yours, like he could open every door. But I've been touched without consent. Now I choose where my fire spent. You don't get to touch, you don't get the skin or sun. You can look, you can ache, but I don't bend, I don't break. Desire don't mean much, honey. You don't get to touch. My dress clings tight, but not for you. It's stitched with steel, not something new. I dance alone, I drink with grace. I leave men dizzy in their place. You said you'd stay just one more song, but darling, I've been right too long. The heat you feel, it's not a sign, it's the glow of knowing what's still mine. You don't get to touch, you don't earn me with a hush. You can want, you can crave, but I'm not something you save. Admire me, but stay in clutch. 'Cause baby, you don't get to touch. Let some girl fall for velvet lines, let her read into the signs. But I've outlived that kind of thrill. You want my warmth, but not my will. So sip your drink, remember me, the one you watched but couldn't see. You felt the heat but not the hush. 'Cause honey, you don't get to touch. danced with my song on your tongue, told the chorus like it still stung. You thought you heard the whole of me, but darling, I hold the key. You kissed the rhyme, you touched the line, you poured me slow, just like the wine. But I kept verses tucked away for nights when words refused to stay. You traced the hook, you loved the sound, but never saw the truth unbound. You hummed along like you rehearsed, but baby, you don't know the last verse. You don't know the part I saved, the line that never misbehaved, the silence soft before it hurts, the part that bleeds in quiet spurts. You played your role for better or worse, but you don't know the last verse. You said I sang with every part, but you missed the rust inside my heart. I let you close, I let you near, but not inside where I keep fear. You saw the dress, the stage, the spark, but never how I dance in dark. You praised the fire, craved the rehearse, but never earned my last verse. You don't know the breath I hide, the line that walks the edge of pride. You knew my shape, you learned my curves, but not the ache my voice preserves. You clap too soon, like it's rehearsed, but love, you don't know the last verse. Some parts of me don't rhyme out loud, they stay beneath the smoke and shroud. And though you touch the song's soft skin, you never heard the part within. Now you tell them you knew me well, like you drank deep from every spell, but the ending lies where you never were, in silence and stillness, the last verse I never slurred. Your coat still hanging by the stair, but your voice ain't in the air. You left with grace, without a sound, but baby, ghosts still hang around. You took your time, didn't rush, said your piece without a crush. You didn't beg, you didn't plead, just left me in a softer need. The bed's still warm on one side, but my pride refused to hide. I watched you fade through that frame and never once called your name. I didn't lock the door, didn't cry or hit the floor, just let the silence stretch and play, like maybe you'd come back someday. I didn't beg, I didn't roar, I just didn't lock the door. The radio still hums your song, but I don't hum it for too long. I wear your favorite shade of red, but only when I make the bed. I didn't say you couldn't call, didn't block you, curse you, stall. I just let the night unfold with all the stories left untold. I didn't lock the door, didn't need to ask for more. Left the porch light low and dim, not for hope, just on a whim. You know where I've been before, but still I didn't lock the door. Not every ending needs a sound. Some things just stop without a round. And if he comes back to my floor, well, maybe then I'll lock the door. No keys, no fight, no war, just me and I unlock He said I was loud without a sound, too much heat just sitting down. He smiled like he could keep my fire, but baby, I burned a little higher. He bought the drink, watched me sip, tried to tame me with his grip. Said you're trouble wrapped in silk and light. I said you're not wrong, but you ain't right. He talked like he could handle flame, but melted just saying my name. He wanted curves, but not the cost. Thought he could lead, but he got lost. I'm too much woman for the room, too much velvet, too much bloom, too much hush that says too much pride to soften touch. You want it slow, I bring monsoon. I'm too much woman for the room. He danced around, tried to keep pace, but I don't shrink to fit a space. He said I shine too bright to hold. I said, baby, I was born to burn gold. I ain't the kind you dim or steer. I speak in silk, but make it clear. He left quiet, shoes untied, couldn't take the woman he denied. I'm too much woman for the room, too much truth, too much perfume, too much gaze you can't unsee, He thought I was lonely, thought I was new, thought he'd teach me a thing or two. But I've been dressed in sweeter lies and left men blinking in their own disguise. He pulled a chair, flashed that grin like he knew where to begin. But baby, I've met that kind of man. I smiled slow and took command. He said, "You dangerous," I said, "correct." He poured the gin, I drank respect. Let him think he held the flame while I forgot to ask his name. I played him like smoke, soft in the pool. God, when he spoke, curled round his head, kissed his throat, then vanished inside my coat. He came for fire, but missed the joke. 'Cause baby, I played him like smoke. I leaned in close, gave him heat, tapped my glass, crossed my feet, let him taste what he thought was real. But I don't sign what I don't feel. He said, "You feel like something rare." I said, "Then keep your hands right there." He blinked too slow, the game was won. I was gone before song won. I played him like smoke, never loud, never broke. Gave him just enough to chase, but never let him find my face. He begged for truth behind the cloak, but I just smiled and played like smoke. He thought I'd need what he was selling, didn't know I write the spelling. Some girls cry when they get burned. I exhale and never turn. So light your match, enjoy the game, but don't forget I know your name. Next time you speak to fire and close, remember how I played like smoke. I didn't cry, didn't slam the glass, didn't ask why or dwell on the past. I just stood and smoothed my dress, left the mess in its Sunday best. He said, "You'll call," I smiled, "we'll see." Truth never had to shout for me. He reached for words but found none near, and I filled that space with something clear. I walked out slow, no final kiss, don't need to from his bed, took the echo of what he said, didn't take revenge or plea, just took the silence with me. He'll fill the room with louder things, new names, new jokes, new wedding rings, but none will fit the hush I gave that lingers like an unmarked grave. I won't be in the photos frame, but when the music dies, he'll name the only one who left no sound and still could shake his ground. I took the silence with me, not his heart, not his plea. Left the stories, kept my tone, left him loud but left alone. He won't say it truthfully, but I took the silence with me. Some goodbyes don't slam or break, they just dissolve for your own sake. And when he speaks of me too late, he'll choke on what I didn't say. No footsteps sharp, no glass to sweep, just me and the quiet I chose to keep. He smiled like a man who'd wait, but I've never been one to hesitate. He held my hand like he believed, and I wore doubt on every sleeve. He asked where I kept my heart. I said somewhere not too smart. He kissed me like he'd found the gold, but darling, I don't trade or fold. He gave me poems I didn't read, offered roots where I play need, but I don't bloom for every touch, and maybe I knew he felt too much. He wanted more than I gave, more than smiles that learn to behave, more than nights that taste like wine, more than words that dance not bind. I was warm but never brave, and he wanted more than I gave. He left a book I never opened, a note inside I never spoken. He made a home where I don't stay. I'm the kind that moves away. I watched him go without a word, let silence echo what he heard. Some women Some women chase, I just let time replace his face. He wanted more than I gave, more than the spark I let him crave, more than charm and soft goodbyes, more than heat behind my eyes. I played the song but not the way, and he wanted more than I gave. What you gave. So raise a glass to what won't be, to the man who saw too much of me. He reached for fire I wouldn't brave. He wanted more than I gave. Don't you wanna stay? I smiled and looked the other way. Not all endings beg for pain. Some just leave before the rain. He gave me warmth, a steady hand, said all the things good men had planned. But I was smoke and he was home, and some hearts aren't meant to own. He looked at me like I was gold, too bright, too rare, too hard to hold. But I've learned love can rot in place, so I walk before the taste. I left while it was beautiful, while the wine still held its pool. Before the fight, before the scar, while we still dance where soft things are. He gave me all, but I felt dutiful, so I left while it was beautiful. between the verses in my sleep. I kissed him like I meant to stay, but part of me was slipping away. I didn't pack, just changed my shoes and wore my silence like the news. No slam door, no final cry, just lipstick and a cleaner sky. I left while it was beautiful, before the bitter, before the dull, while my laugh still matched his sound, before I felt the settling ground. He called it sudden, maybe cruel, but I left while it was beautiful. Some women stay until they break. I leave while there's still something to take. A little love, a little pride, a little light before the slide. Maybe someday he'll understand. I didn't run, I didn't land. I just let go when hearts were full. I left while it was beautiful. I didn't shout, didn't raise my voice, didn't fight like it was some choice. Just folded time like linen clean and stepped away from what had been. He said, "You're leaving like all the rest," and I just smiled in my best dress. No need to break what's already loose, no need for drama in a quiet truce. I wore goodbye like a tailored thing, smooth on the surface, tight in the seam. He waited for the storm to tear, but I just walked down soft instead. I didn't slam the door, didn't cry or hit the floor. Left the keys in the same old tray, took my silence on the way. He wanted loud, he wanted war, but I didn't slam the door. I left the lamp, the lighter too, let the room still smell like you. Didn't clear the drawer or cut the thread, I just wore peace instead of dread. I wrote no note, I left no scar, didn't say where or who we are. He'll check his watch, he'll check the bed and wonder why let the jukebox spin, let him wonder where I've been. He thought love came loud and poor, but I left and didn't slam the door.